Hello, friends! Today we are going to be starting a brand new unit about our 5 senses. I know, I'm so excited. This is going to be brand new learning for most of us. We're going to use our learning about our 5 senses for our reading, writing, and science work this week. So you are going to become experts, or people who know a lot about their 5 senses. I taught you in an earlier video about our sound for the week, which will be the sound S. The letter S makes that sound. You're going to hear that sound a lot in this book, and you're going to use that sound a lot when you are talking to me about your 5 senses. So let's get started in our book for the week. This book is called Senses at the Seashore. That can be a tongue twister. A tongue twister is when something is really hard for you to say, especially if your tongue is feeling lazy. So this book is called Senses at the Seashore, and it's by Shelley Rotner. Let's get started. At the seashore, this book is so big. See the blue water, hear the crashing waves. Smell the lotion, touch the cold water. Taste the salty seawater. See a fishing boat go by. Smell the fresh fish. Touch the warm sand. Hear the seashell. Taste your yummy sandwich. Smell the roses in bloom. See the fluffy white clouds. Taste a fruity pop. I see one of our color words in this book. W-H-I-T-E. White. See a kite flying high. Smell the seaweed at low tide. And this doesn't look like it smells good. Over on this page it says, touch its slippery surface. Hear the lifeguard's whistle. Taste the sweet, juicy watermelon. Hear your parents call. Smell the bonfire. Touch the fluffy towel. Taste your delicious dinner. See the sunset. I love this picture. At the seashore, there's so much to see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. Next, Mrs. McDowell is going to make something for you to help you remember your five senses. I'm going to make something called an anchor chart. An anchor chart is where you put new learning on a big piece of paper so that you can connect your learning, old learning, and new learning to one idea. Hello again, friends. I just read a book to you called Senses at the Seashore. And now I have made this really cool anchor chart for our learning. This is a place where all of our learning about the five senses is going to kind of stay and hold. And this is a picture you can use in your brain to help you remember things. So in the book, Senses at the Seashore, you were read to about things you could see, smell, taste, touch, and hear at the seashore. Those five things are your five senses. Your sense of sight, your sense of hearing, your sense of smell, your sense of taste, and your sense of touch. All of those five things are your five senses. Your body has those five senses so you can take in information about the world, learn about things around you, and they also help to keep us safe. So our five senses do a lot of different things every day. So why do we have five senses? They help us learn. They keep us safe. We have five senses to help us learn and keep us safe. Your five senses are your sense of sight, your sense of hearing or sound, your sense of smell, your sense of taste, and your sense of touch. So we're going to put that here on our chart today. Let me put my book down real quick. So I made this friend. His name is Mr. Potato Head. Don't know if you've played with a Mr. Potato Head, but when I was a kid, I loved my Mr. Potato Head doll. And so he was a big plastic doll, and he had all of these different parts, so you could make him look different ways. But this was kind of always the Mr. Potato Head that I played with when I was a kid. So let's see if he can help us. So we have a sense of sight. We use our eyes for our sense of sight. We can learn things about the world around us from our eyes, and our eyes help us to see things around us to help keep us safe. If we see that there is a fire, we know that fire can be dangerous. And so that tells our brain, this is not someplace we should be. I can see something that is dangerous. It also helps us to learn about the world around us. We just spent the last 2 weeks learning about colors. If you do not have a sense of sight, you can't see the colors around you and learn those things. We've been learning how to recognize our letters and know what letter is an M, what letter is an A, and what letter is an S. Our sense of sight helps us learn and keeps us safe. So, let me get my marker here, and I'm going to label this. Labeling is something that you do to help your brain remember what you're talking about. So, I'm just going to draw a line from Mr. Potato Head's eye out to the side, and I'm going to write the word sight. This is the word sight, and sight starts with our letter for the week. That letter, S, like a snake. It's right there. Sight. Now, we see with our eyes. Our sense of sight helps us see. We have 4 other senses, though. 4. We also have a sense of sound or hearing, and we use our ears for that. So over here, I'm going to label Mr. Potato Head's eye, and I'm going to say sound and hearing because you'll hear it called both. So because you are becoming experts on your 5 senses, I want to make sure that you are able to know both ways that you might hear this. So it's sound and hearing. I'll write both for you. So you have your sense of sound or hearing and your sense of sight. Your sense of sound or hearing helps you to hear things around you. We use our senses to help us learn and to keep us safe. Those are 2 ways that our 5 senses help us every day and 2 ways that we use them. We use our sense of sound to help us learn lots of different things. Letter sounds, animal sounds, the sound of our parents' voice and our teacher's voice, the sound of our own voice, how to hear things on the radio. If you didn't have a sense of sound, you would never be able to hear music. Oh my goodness, that'd be so sad for me. I love music and I love songs. So my sense of sound or hearing, I use it every single day. It also helps to keep me safe. If I drop a glass on the floor and I hear the sound of that glass breaking, it tells my brain, oh my goodness, something sharp is on the floor and it might not be safe for me. This could be dangerous. I can also hear if I hear an ambulance or a fire truck coming. I can also hear if there's a dog close to me or other animals close to me. Sometimes they keep us safe, sometimes they help us learn. Just depends. So we have a sense of sight and we have a sense of sound or hearing. I see with my eyes, that's my sense of sight. I hear with my ears, that's my sense of sound or hearing. Now we have 3 more. We have a sense of smell. We have a sense of smell. I'm going to use that and label it over here. And I'm going to write the word smell. And I've started to notice something. Oh my goodness, friends. I have started to notice this letter S is showing up a lot today. We have a sense of sight. We have a sense of smell and a sense of sound. You're going to use that sound a lot this week, my friends. So, with our sense of smell, we use it to help us learn, and we use it to keep us safe. Those are the 2 ways we use our senses. We use our sense of smell to help us learn about lots of different things. The air around us, the food that we eat. Your sense of smell and taste go together. You use your sense of smell to keep yourself safe. If you smell smoke, you know that there's a fire, and that could be dangerous, and it shouldn't be a place where you are. We also use our sense of smell because it connects feelings for us. If we smell something that we know that our mom has cooked for us a lot, that's something really special. And so it actually provides a feeling in our heart when we smell something. Our senses are amazing, friends, and these are all things that are already in our bodies for us. How cool is that? 2 more senses. We have a sense of taste. And a lot of people think that taste comes from your mouth. Well, guess what? Because you're experts, I'm going to tell you the truth. It doesn't. Your sense of taste does not come from your mouth. It comes from your tongue. It does. So right here, I drew a tongue. So I'm going to label that our sense of taste. Oh, and I see that letter S again. A. Yep, I heard it right there in the middle of the word. There we go, I see it. Taste, our sense of taste. That's 4. We learn from our sense of taste. We know our tongue does a lot of different things. It tells us if something is too hot or too cold. It also tells us our preferences, things that we like and don't like. So that's how we learn in that way. It also keeps us safe. If something is too hot, then we know that it's not right for our body and we shouldn't have it. If something's too cold, our tongue also tells us that. So it keeps our tissues, all of the things that are soft in our body, safe from things that are too hot and too cold. So we use our sense of taste to learn and keep us safe. Every single time. Now, we've got one more, our sense of touch. And just like a lot of people think that your sense of taste comes from your mouth, which is not true, it's your tongue. A lot of people think that your sense of touch is just with your fingers. But guess what, my friends? Your sense of touch also is all of your skin. In your skin, you have these little nerves, and you can feel soft touches, hard touches, pressing touches, scratching touches. You can feel all of that sort of stuff, and it's all over your skin, every part of your skin. So we touch with our skin. We're going to put it with our fingers though, because that's what most kids think of, is that you touch with your fingers. So we know, because we're experts, we touch with our skin, but we're going to put it by our fingers. I'm going to put it down here. Touch. That is our sense of touch. So there you have it, friends, our 5 senses. Why do we use our 5 senses? You're going to be asked that question this week. Why do we use our 5 senses? 2 reasons: to help us learn and to keep us safe. Our 5 senses do both of those things. So this week, in your reading and writing lessons, think about Mr. Potato Head. Think about all of the things your body does to help you learn and to keep you safe. See you guys in a little while.